Hey guys, welcome back to the Rob Pop YouTube channel, your number one pit stop for all things Eurovision this year. And that's why we're continuing down our Eurovision 2024 journey today as we cast our eyes on Latvia's entry for this contest. They're being represented by Dons and the song is Hollow. Now Latvia are a difficult one to predict, so I have no idea what I'm getting into, but what I can say is that I think at this point we're all rooting for them to qualify for the grand final at some point. They haven't qualified since 2016 with Just Heartbeat. I miss that man.
Yes, Daddy, come get this coach. It's hot and ready like a Little Caesar's pizza, baby.
Gone are the days of Queen Aminata, and at this point they are begging for a qualification, and we really do want to see it. They came so close last year. They were 11th in semi-final 1 with Sunlights. Can they go just about one bit better and make it through this year? I haven't heard too much about this, so I'm really kind of going in blind, but hoping for the best, crossing my fingers, forever wanting to root for the underdog. Before we do start this video, however, I do just want to remind you to subscribe to this channel. I like to think I bring you fun reviews with plenty of energy, but with also an analytical edge. So if you like that kind of reaction video, you can go back through all 12 other 2024 reactions that I've done so far and see what I think of all the other songs. But I'm going to react to Don's Hollow. This is the national final performance that saw him through to Eurovision. This is what won it for him. Let's do this. We're going moody. We're going bold. Snatched. Very stripped back, very intimate at this point. I love the outfit and the general colour palette of the staging so far. I like. Ooh, quite a bit of rasp behind that voice. Great voice, but I get the feeling this song hasn't revealed all its cards yet. Great performer, very captivating. He's really feeling this with his eyes. I am personally going to need a bit more at this point, but I'm invested. Okay, we're bringing some more energy now. It's got a good melody to it. It's memorable. Ooh, we like a new dimension to the song. Oh, that's interesting. A little bit of a vocal effect there. I feel like I'm trying to will myself on to find this more exciting than I actually am, but like, it is very professional. Okay, my initial impression is that I'm not wowed, but there is quite a lot that I do like about it. I think we've seen a lot worse ballads qualify in the past. I mean, this is much better than some of the dullness that the likes of, I don't know, we're talking about Azerbaijan and Switzerland in 2022 brought us. It felt like a British ballad, the sort of thing that I'm used to hearing on like Radio 1 and Radio 2. Tom Grennan, Lewis Capaldi, and I think that really is a compliment at the end of the day. It feels current, it's got a great melody to it. I just don't know if it's one that I would personally listen to as much, and I wouldn't take that to mean that this isn't a quality entry. It's all just personal taste at the end of the day. I don't typically listen to a lot of male ballads anyway, and I think this is very rooted in feeling and emotion that I think it is. I will like this best watching it live, so I don't think I'd get much from listening to a studio version of it. He is a great performer. I'm now trying to take this outside of me because, as I say, I'm not really going to listen to this, but that's only because it's not my taste. So there's no point me just going over why it's not my taste. My taste is my taste, and that's just that.
You won't get phoners out of me till I'm 74 years of age.
So let me just kind of look into this and think about this more from a Eurovision perspective, try and draw out some of the positives and look at how I think it might do and why it might do that. First of all, I think it's really important to note that he was no perfect. That may as well have been a studio version. He was a great performer. Number two, as ballads go, I thought it was quite a quality ballad, to be honest. I don't think it's the sort of thing that gets left behind with like 5 points in a semi. I didn't actually find it boring. Just because it's not my thing, I definitely didn't find it boring. I thought it had a great progression. It was interesting in a way, it was intimate, and then it built in a way that didn't like explode. It still felt emotional and raw and intimate, but in a way that did progress. It didn't stay in one place. I really like the staging. I love the kind of colour blocking of it. I really like the idea of keeping in sort of these primary colours, all blue. But I think there's something that Latvia can work with here. My worry is that this, I think, would have qualified in a jury year. And I think the same with Southern Lights last year. I think Southern Lights would have qualified if there was a jury. I think a song like this struggles with 100% televote, which the semi now is, because I don't think it's the sort of song that lends itself well to being in a 15, 16 song run. There's going to be songs that make their impact a lot more, and when people are doing a televote, you only really vote for like 1, maybe 2 songs at most, unless you're a diehard fan who's willing to splash out on 4 or 5. But I think this made like a little bit of televote appeal. What I'm hoping is that because his vocal is so strong, that is impressive enough to carry this. So I think this, whether this qualifies or not, really depends on the quality of the other songs around it, because whether I like this or not, the one thing I can say about it is that it does have quality and it does feel very professional. If we get lots of sloppy half-assed songs, this makes it through on the grounds that it's solid. I think it just depends whether you're into this type of music or not, and a lot of people will be. I think a lot of people love this kind of dramatic male ballad, and he does it well. It's a good melody, good song, but I think Latvia can be proud of this. I'm glad that they're not taking this long run of non-qualifications and just going, oh, let's just send novelty and who gives a fuck, you know what I mean? They're really trying, they're sending quality entries, and sooner or later I do know that it's going to pay off. But let me know what you think down below. I can see this actually having quite a lot of fans. If it hits you, it really hits you. So let me know down below, what do you think about this song? Give this video a like if you enjoyed what you saw, and hit that bell if you want notifications every time I upload a video. I've got plenty more entries to cover from now through to March, when all of the entries are revealed. So I've only really just got started, even though we're like a third of the way through now. Oh my god, that's quite scary. We're flying through these entries at this point. But from now to Latvia, with love, I bid you good night.